Welcome back to Awakening the Inner Avatar. Today, we travel with Zuko, alone. This is a quiet episode without Uncle Iroh, Aang, or the others. It's a journey through memory, hunger, and heartbreak, but also through the fire of identity. Here, Zuko confronts who he has been told he is and begins to uncover who he truly is. The episode opens with Zuko, weary and starving, riding through endless fields. He smells food, a mother and son cooking, and his hand drifts toward his sword. But something inside him softens. He can't steal from them. He rides on. By the time he reaches a small Earth Kingdom town, he's dizzy with hunger. At a general store, he asks for water, a bag of feed, and something hot to eat. The shopkeeper tells him he can only afford feed. Nearby, a group of thuggish soldiers play dice. When an egg splatters across them, they blame Zuko. The real culprit, a boy hiding in the alley, watches wide-eyed as the soldiers take Zuko's feed, claiming it's a contribution to the army. The shopkeeper whispers, "Those soldiers are supposed to protect us from the Fire Nation, but they're just thugs." The boy, Lee, finds Zuko later, thanking him for not giving him away. He invites Zuko home to feed his ostrich horse. Lee's parents welcome him kindly. Over dinner, they see a quiet, lost young man. Lee's curiosity spills out. He asks about Zuko's scar. His father gently scolds him. The man's past is his business. As Zuko works in their barn, memories rise. His mother feeding turtle ducks by the pond. Her gentle voice, her warmth. Azula, sharp, taunting even as a child. A letter from Uncle Iroh at the war front. Gifts for the children. Zuko receives a dagger engraved with the words, "Never give up without a fight." It's a lesson that will follow him through everything. That night, Lee sneaks into the barn to play with Zuko's swords. Zuko wakes and smiles faintly. Instead of scolding him, he teaches him. Dual swords are like two halves of the same whole, he says. The next morning, soldiers arrive at the family's farm. They deliver cruel news. Lee's brother's battalion has been captured. Then they threaten the family. Zuko steps between them, forcing the men to back down. Another flashback. News reaches the royal gardens. Uncle Iroh's son, Lu Ten, has died. Even as a boy, Zuko, is heartbroken. Back in the present, the father decides to go search for his captured son. Lee asks if Zuko will stay. He shakes his head. I have to keep moving. He presses his dagger into Lee's hands. Never give up without a fight. Zuko's memories deepen. He remembers Azula mocking him, calling Uncle Iroh weak for leaving the siege of Ba Sing Se. He remembers their mother's constant attempts to protect his heart. Their father, Ozai, takes them to Fire Lord Azulon, Zuko's grandfather, hoping to claim the throne for himself. Azulon refuses and orders a punishment unthinkable. You must now know the pain of losing a firstborn son by sacrificing your own. Azula whispers it to Zuko later, with cold delight. He doesn't believe her, but that night, his mother comes to him in tears. Everything I've done to protect you. No matter how things may change, never forget who you are. When he wakes, she's gone. In the present, Lee's mother rides to find Zuko. The soldiers took Lee, forcing him into their ranks after he tried to fight back. Zuko storms into town. The soldiers mock him. He doesn't care. You're not soldiers, he says. You're bullies, freeloaders abusing your power. You don't want Lee in your army. You're cowards, hurting families who've already lost enough. They attack. Zuko fights back fiercely. The leader, an earthbender, pins him down. As Zuko fades, he remembers his mother's voice. Never forget who you are. He rises, fire igniting from within. Flames roar. The townspeople gasp as he reveals himself. I'm Prince Zuko of the Fire Nation, son of Fire Lord Ozai, and heir to the throne. The people recoil. Outcast, traitor, son of the Fire Lord. He tries to hand Lee back the dagger, but the boy refuses. Zuko rides away, utterly alone. Let's take a breath. This episode is quiet, painful, and honest. It shows us how isolation, loss, and rejection can shape us, but also how we choose what defines us. Zuko's mother's final words echo through his life. Identity isn't given to you. It's something you hold onto, even when the world forgets. Now ask yourself, when have I let others define who I am? And what truth about myself do I need to reclaim? Now repeat to yourself, No matter how things may change, I will not forget who I am. Zuko's fire isn't just power. It's the spark of his will to live, protect, and persevere. Now ask yourself, what is my inner fire? The thing that keeps me standing even when I feel alone. Now repeat to yourself, my fire is not destruction. It is the light that carries me forward. Even in hunger and shame, Zuko shows mercy, refusing to steal, protecting strangers, helping those in need. Now ask yourself, how can I act with compassion even when I feel empty or unseen? Now repeat to yourself, even in struggle, I choose kindness. Zuko alone reminds us that strength is not the absence of pain. It's what we choose in the face of it. Even when we walk through loneliness, even when we're misunderstood, we can hold to that one spark of truth that keeps us grounded. We are still worthy. We are still becoming. May this episode remind you, your fire is yours to carry. No one can take that light away. Until next time, walk gently, stay grounded, and remember who you are. This is Awakening the Inner Avatar. This podcast is a fan-created project intended for educational and spiritual reflection. All clips, references, and content related to Avatar, The Last Airbender, Star Wars, Rebels, and other media are used under fair use for commentary, analysis, and transformative discussion. All rights to original shows, characters, and music belong to their respective creators and copyright holders.